Hello everybody, thank you very much for joining me today for another Twilight Zone video in my Twilight Zone countdown, where I rank every episode from the original series from my least favorite to my favorite. Today I'm going to be talking about number 136 on the list, the 16mm Shrine, written by Rod Serling and directed by Mitchell Leisen. So, this is a Season 1 episode, early in Season 1 actually, and there will be episode spoilers. So, this one's about a film star named Barbara Jean, and she's basically living in the past. She really wants to be a leading lady again, but because she's kind of not getting the roles anymore, she just kind of sits in her room and watches her old movies as she cannot seem to escape the past. So, this is a pretty average episode in my opinion. The acting is good. Ida Lupino is solid in the lead role, and Martin Balsam gives solid support, as he generally does in everything. The direction is pretty good by Mitchell Leisen, and Franz Waxman's score is great. That's probably the best thing about the episode. All the technicals are good. The episode looks nice. Everything is executed pretty well, but the script is only okay in my opinion. It's not terrible. Some of the dialogue is good, but my issue is the character's just not that interesting. Like, it's one of those people that just kind of feels sorry for themselves and just kind of complains and just goes around not doing much through the episode. Like, she just wants to watch her old movies and be left alone. It's kind of a moody, slow burn episode. It does have a mood to it, and it's effective in that way. But, you know, there's also some things about the episode I don't think totally work. Like I said, it's just not a character I really get invested in. Like, why do I really care about this lady or what she's doing? Like, you know, it's not that interesting of a character study, basically. And it's also one of those characters that kind of creates their own issues. There is a really good scene in this episode where Barbara Jean meets her old leading man, but he looks totally different, and this meeting doesn't really change her in any way. So it kind of seems like filler more than anything else. If anything, it kind of puts her deeper into the state that she's in, where she just wants to watch her old movies. There's no real character progression in this episode, which I guess is kind of my other issue with it. As far as the ending goes, it's kind of interesting. She winds up just going into one of her old films, so I guess this is a happy ending for her. I have to say, though, that I get that technology was different in the 60s, but the effects from a modern perspective aren't really that interesting. Like, it's not that convincing when she goes into the film. But, you know, the ending is okay. I could take it or leave it. So this is basically a well-done episode with a good score. Like, there's nothing really terrible about it, but I just don't think it's that interesting either. There's nothing that really stands out about it either. So 16mm Shrine is just kind of an average episode in my opinion. And that's why it comes in at 136. As always, feel free to leave me a comment about this episode, what you thought about it if you've seen it. Next up will be number 135, and thanks for watching.